What's up, ladies and gentlemen, back at it again with another video. As you see here, Zellers is currently trending in Canada. Now, most of y'all may not know what Zellers is and may be confused to the fact as what Zellers is. So many of you guys might not know what Zellers is at all, and that is because Zellers is a store that used to be in Canada before it got removed. Yes, they did the same treatment that had happened to Blockbuster when Blockbuster had been removed. So rest in peace to Zellers. But basically, Zellers was a store where you could get, you know what I'm saying, your goods, your necessities, certain things, you know what I'm saying, knickknacks of sorts. You could go there to get the drip, to get fresh. You could go there to get food, lunch. You could go there to get ladies. You could go there to have a magic tournament. You could go there and just run around, you know what I'm saying? And around my area we had a Zellers, and it was a part of the local mall. So every weekend, you know what I'm saying, me and Pops used to go in to Zellers and check it out, pick up, you know what I'm saying, certain things that we needed, you know what I'm saying, clothing, whatever. Basically, Zellers was like a Walmart, right? But it was a more grand version. I don't know how to explain it, right? It had more variety back then than Walmart had variety. Zellers was like a Walmart, but way ahead of Walmart's time. Even then, Walmart having lower prices, of course, and then that is how they beat their competition. Ever since, you know what I'm saying, a long time ago, Zellers has gone extinct. Yes, Zellers ended up closing. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what it was. It may have been bad business. It may have been other competitors shutting them down. Who knows what it could have been in the long run, right? It could have been a situation, like I said, it could have been a Blockbuster situation, or it could have been a Target type situation that had happened to Zellers, and that is why Zellers had ended up closing. Apparently there's a couple of them still open in some sorts of areas around Canada, but it is very rare. It is like an Easter egg hunt trying to find these certain stores. So good luck if you're trying to do that, man. Just the name Zellers, that red logo, just brings so much nostalgia. And I remember walking around my local mall when I was a kid. Zellers would just be right there on the corner, you know what I'm saying? That would be the time that I would just be so happy, you know what I'm saying, and excited, because I'd always go to Zellers to get Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever it may have been. And most of the time, if I wasn't getting them from Zellers, I was just running around the store because the atmosphere was great, the environment was great, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, when Zellers was closing, I mean, they had to sell everything, you know, they had to shut it down. It feels bad, but I guess it had to happen, right? I mean, those memories will live on. Zellers will be known. Zellers won't be forgotten. It was a more humbled Target, right? It was like the Canadian Target before Target. Like I said before, it was better than Walmart at being Walmart during the time that it was still a thing. I don't know, a little bit of rant there. That's what happens when you see Zellers trending on Canada for, I think it's the 4th time this year. It's trended a couple of times on Twitter. I've been nostalgically punched in my gut a couple of times from seeing it, so I've just decided to make a video. Why not? People say they like my narrations, me babbling on the microphone, talking about you know, certain things and topics, and bringing certain points up and whatnot. So I'm gonna keep doing that. You see here, Zellers closing down. The last days, these were the last days for Zellers. These were hard times, right? It was like the deep depression. I mean, for Zellers at least, it was a very depressing moment, and it was a very depressing time. After those events that caused Zellers to close, Zellers was slowly dying day by day by day. I mean, it was dying day by day before it started closing. My personal opinion on how it was shut down was by the other competitors, such as Walmart, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, you know, the big million/billion-dollar companies at the time, even though Zellers was practically doing the same job or a better job as those companies during those times. So it might have been a little bit of competition, or it might have been a little bit of Zellers losing business in itself because the other competitors getting more business in the first place. That goes to the point I was saying earlier, is they probably were losing, Zellers was probably losing a lot of customers before they had their closing sales. So when the Zellers had their closing sales, they probably had the most customers at that time coming in, when as previously they were probably losing customers on a day-to-day basis compared to their competitors. So unfortunately, Zellers had to close. Rest in peace. It was kind of like a Blockbuster treatment, like I already said a couple times during this video. Blockbuster really hits me with nostalgia as well. I might make a video about that one, but Zellers is just like the Canadian version of Target, like I said before. But I don't even like to get myself involved into Target at all, because Target was never a Canadian thing, it is an American thing. But Zellers is just a hidden gem in the rough. Not a lot of people know about it. Only Canadians know about it. So that is what I mean when I say not a lot of people know about it. Like, a lot of Americans will never know about it, right? So this is why I have to uncover this gem and let y'all know that this was the real deal place to go as a kid in Canada, or not even as a kid, you know, because as you see here, they had candy, they had all this, they had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they had Legos, you know, they had all that good stuff for kids. But as you see, they also had groceries, they had dairy, they had all types of stuff, you know. So you could go grocery shopping as well as you could get clothes, you know. You could get your clothing, this, that, and the third. You could get so many things. So not only was it good for you being a kid, but it was good for everybody in general. So it was a great store in general. I'm just saying it was great at the time I was a kid experiencing Zellers. That was the only time I got to experience it before it closed down. So yeah, that's Zellers, y'all. This is probably what a Zellers looks like if you ever see one on the roads, just abandoned and stranded. Most of the time you won't even see the name as you see over here on this picture, which I highly think is edited by the looks of it. That's besides the point. This is basically what Zellers looked like back when it was still a thing, back when it was still an establishment, back when it was still running as a business. It is no longer doing so anymore, ladies and gentlemen, but I love this store. I hope you guys take in some of the points that I was trying to get across as to why this was such a brilliant store. I still don't know why it had to shut down at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So that was a little bit of a throwback. This was Zellers, a hidden gem upon many, a Canadian store that has been, you know, left in the dust for multiple years. Everybody forgot about it, shut down, everybody forgot about it, and I've recently seen it trend on Twitter once again. So I had to uncover the gem. What else do I gotta say? Zellers. Yeah, I don't think I gotta say much more. Zellers, amazing store. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Peace out.